Okay, now we will enter a real gameplay session. First, let's take out this quick start guide. It helps you quickly familiarize yourself with the flow of story mode and adventure mode, including the most basic rules, etc. We also follow the instructions on the first page and gathered all the necessary components for a full playthrough. Actually, to put it simply, story mode is what happens before we enter the dungeon. The process of exploring before the specific adventure. Gathering evidence, including obtaining some items. This format is quite similar to TIME stories. That is, within a limited time frame of action points. We explore more and understand some clues we need to know. Gain some upgrades and items, etc. It's a bit like preparing before raiding a tomb. First go and prepare things like gold-touching talismans, Liang shovels, candles, chicken blood, black donkey's hooves. Get a whole bunch of gear ready. Then adventure mode is what everyone is more familiar with. The thematic experience with maps and combat elements. After finding all the components, the most urgent task is to choose the tomb delver you want to play. You can see, Long and I have already chosen the characters we will play. In the background lore, you can all see, among all the tomb delvers, they are divided into sects with their own areas of expertise. You could say this is similar to the Arkham Horror LCG. The feeling of different investigator classes. The character I chose is called Dr. Liang. You can see his complexity rating. It's marked here. He's a 3-star complexity. Below that are his 4 main attributes. Also, players familiar with Arkham should know these attributes will affect our subsequent tests. Accuracy, etc. That is, your success rate in completing a task. They respectively represent Kung Fu strength, valor, courage. You could understand it as agility. It's for evading monsters. Suppressing demons. An attribute to immobilize monsters. This one is called geomancy. It's for searching royal tombs. Decoding. In this game, it's called decoding. The last one is called destiny. This attribute can help you handle threats, etc. Then below are everyone's unique skills. They could be passive, or part of their mechanics. For example, I'm relatively good at decoding, which means advancing the plot. So my mechanics will have more of these symbols to help me decode better. On this side is the player's experience energy cost. That is, the cost when we play cards. At the same time, it also affects encounter cards. Your choices when drawing them. We'll talk about that shortly. Below that is the health points. Additionally, this game has a very interesting mechanic, which is the card cycling system. You can see the position of the cooldown zones. Below are 3 areas. That is, the cards you play. They all correspond to these B, C zones. That means when you play a card, you must place it in this specific zone. Then it will stay in this zone. When you play a card for the same zone again, it will push the existing card to the left. It creates a sense of circulation. Also, you can equip equipment cards here, or some other effects. And the character's miniature goes here. The character I chose is Bagua. He is a character leaning towards valor courage. You can see from his character art. I hold a yin-yang fan in my left hand, a purple gourd in my right hand. I can heal and suppress demons. Very powerful. You can see his miniature. The character art has a very strong Taoist vibe. Fully equipped? A character specialized against evil spirits. And looking at mine, he's clearly a returnee from overseas, who also discovered his ancestors' tomb-delving notes. Which means this thing unwilling to let the skills be lost. He returned to seek treasure. My specialty is decoding actions. High success rate, I can give teammates calm tokens. And what are my starting cards? I thought he was a chef. A chef on the surface. Actually a tomb delver. Every year on vacation, he goes tomb raiding, that's his main job. Side hustle, I can help others recover health and energy. And his gourd isn't actually a demon-suppressing gourd. It's a gourd for elixirs. Then, everyone takes a set of starting fate cards. At the beginning, everyone has a 20-card deck of yin and yang. Misses and hits for symbols and Bagua. The design makes a lot of sense. There's also a D2O. If you observe carefully, you'll know your hit and miss rates, what the initial probabilities are. Then, find this player log and party log. For example, the leveling up elements. We can fill them in here for any distribution. Let's put that aside for now. Other elements. We will introduce them to you as we go, and next we can start story mode. This storybook is also quite a large format. Content piece. The story of Netherworld Candle. We took a rough look at it. It's set during the old calendar years. The people were destitute, and it was a very turbulent time, right? In order to survive, they started doing this tomb raiding business. And our two players are actually tomb delvers by trade. With the appearance of a tomb delving note, the whole story begins from there. Chapter 1. Escape to survive. Too long, didn't read? Here's a summary. Basically, we were caught while raiding a tomb. Captured by a secret government military unit called the Qing Battalion. And we were force-fed poison, so they made us work for them, right? And inside this ancient tomb, there is a treasure called the Netherworld Candle. Ah, title drop right there. This first chapter of the story is the process of us being coerced into finding this treasure. The process, in the story, it mentions something called a mysterious toxin, which means when we die, we flip the card over and become an undead soldier Netherworld army. Consider it a debuff. Then each party will receive 7 karma tokens. You can understand this as, we can take 7 actions in the story mode. That means investigating. Secondly, yes, similar to the time tokens in TIME stories. The tokens. Then I'll act as the grandmother first player, meaning I start with 4 points. You have 3 points. Find the 7 story cards and lay them out in a row. Each card on the front is an object from this location, or a key character. We can interact with it. The back contains branching choices. Then we find our miniature or standee and place it at a starting location. I feel like since we were just dragged here, we don't know what's going on. I'll ask a fellow tomb delver first. I'll start by placing mine here. Then I'll ask the master. You ask the master. Starting with the grandmother player. Moving clockwise, you can perform 2 actions. The first action is move. Moving means moving your miniature to another location in the same region. It does not consume a karma token. If it's later in the story, there might be multiple regions. Moving across regions requires spending an action point karma. Then the second action is interact. Discard a karma token. Pick up the card at your miniature's location to interact with it. But since it involves choices and branches, you can have your teammate read the story for you. And you make the choice. So let's begin. First, move. Because I'm already at the tomb delver's location, I pay 1 karma token. This tomb delver seems to have been granted special permission by the Qing soldiers. He doesn't have to dig. He is surveying the feng shui, technical approach. Haha, perform a story test here. Bonus attributes are geomancy, and the Azure Dragon of the 4 symbols adds +2. Difficulty is 14. Here we need to draw our fate card. As mentioned earlier, all fate cards have a base value of AD20 in the top left corner. This base value, we need to take the base value in the top left and add our attribute value. I can add 4. At the same time, if the drawn card also contains the corresponding Azure Dragon, I can add another 2. The final difficulty challenge is 14. So exceeding 14 or hitting 14 is enough. Yes, in this story mode, our fate cards are not discarded. Just draw randomly. After drawing, it gets shuffled back in. First, I drew an 18. Plus my geomancy, it's already over 20. Right, this means my test is successful. You successfully pointed out his mistake in surveying the Kaiman process. Your skills are terrible. I'm a professional. He expresses his gratitude to you and tells you the poison everyone was forced to drink was sent by Master Qing VIII from Guiyuan Temple in Hanyang. The antidote can also be found there if you try your luck. Check the keyword, the 8th Master's Poison. Then archive this card. Archiving means it won't be used again in the game. We find the party log we just mentioned. Here is a historical mark. The 8th Master's Poison. Here we can check the box. This might affect some of our game progression and choices. I'll ask my master first. You pay a token to look at your story. This old man seems to be an official specifically recording the geomancy process. He is physically weak, caused by continuous days of hard labor. Note that the way he looks at you is very strange. He seems to want to tell you something. Then you test for it. I won't tell you the results yet. Heh. 15. The test bonus attribute is destiny. If you have the vermilion bird, you can add +2. Difficulty is 9. So easy? Alright, test successful. The old man observes your face, nods gravely, and secretly slips you something, and tells you to stay alive. Each tomb delver gains 1 gold touching talisman equipment card. Then archive this card. But for every piece of equipment in the top right corner, there's an icon. Each icon represents a slot you can equip in this game. All equipment or your skills are quick actions. Gold touching talisman. Another tomb delver at the same location recovers 1 energy. For use on others. Can be used on others. Do you know what the gold touching talisman is made of? This is the claw of a pangolin. The pangolin is a mythical beast. It's the auspicious beast of our profession. Did you know that? Oh, look, it burrows through mountains and tunnels. It's perfectly fine. If we wear its claw, we can also burrow through mountains and tunnels and be perfectly fine. Moving to the second turn. Hey, this supply crate here seems to have something. We already have the gold-touching talisman. Shouldn't you go steal a fire striker? Grab some meat? Eat some flatbread or something. So particular. You need to prepare some rations. I'm a chef. Haha, but I think what's most important right now is the Liu Yang shovel? Then I move here, paying 1 karma. Let's see what the Liu Yang shovel has. This is a Liu Yang shovel that someone discarded in the dirt. You notice there's still some dirt on it. Why is it called a Liu Yang shovel? What is the function of a Liu Yang shovel? After you dig down, it can dig very deep. His Liu Yang shovel isn't like this. The Liu Yang shovel is a very long, something resembling a spoon. You drive the Liu Yang shovel very deep. The purpose is ... however deep the Liu Yang shovel goes. When it pulls up that core of dirt, you'll know how deep a place is a tomb. It's actually a measuring tool. Then perform a story test. Bonus attribute is Courage and Azure Dragon. Difficulty 14, just draw a card. Hey, hit 14 exactly. Test successful. You find that the dirt brought up by the Liu Yang shovel is seeping blood water. Hey, is this a cursed tomb or a good tomb? It all depends on this dirt. What does blood in the dirt mean? There are zombies. There are big black zombies. For this stuff, you have to prepare ghost fighting tools, like black ... black donkey's hooves, like black dog blood. Prepare that whole set, right? Bring a gold-touching talisman for safety, and then you go down to deal with this thing, because cursed tombs usually mean trouble. Each tomb delver gains a cooldown token. Then archive the card. This is a cooldown token. Later, in adventure mode, we can use this to recover cards. Knowing it's a cursed tomb below, shouldn't we go find the Qing soldiers to get a gun? Let's go get supplies. This crate holds everyone's confiscated equipment. If we can open it, we can get some supplies. If this card has a general token, then it automatically passes the test. It's possible through the Qing soldiers or something. We could, right? Find a key or something. But since we are searching directly, we don't have it. So we have to do a story test. Bonus attribute is Kung Fu Strength and Black Tortoise +2. Difficulty 18. Your Kung Fu Strength is 3. But I don't think I can get it. 15 is safer. Holy crap. Hahaha. This is to fake. Bro? Hey, the card Long drew is called Boundless Reach. It's basically a massive critical success. Its attribute value is 20 to hits, and it has all the Bagua and for symbols. If you are in adventure mode, there's an icon in the top right corner. It means you have to reshuffle all the discard pile ... probabilities are reset. Test successful. Each tomb delver gains a fire striker. What is a fire striker? A fire striker is used for lighting fires. No other meaning. Critical success. Each tomb delver additionally gains a piece of dried horse meat. This is a fire striker. Spend energy. When attacking a non-elite enemy without damage tokens, add +1 hit. So the first attack can deal more damage. Okay, dried horse meat can recover 1 health and 1 energy. We can go down into the tomb now. My gear is fully ready. Let me go ask the people over there. Hey, what are you coolies doing? Don't you want to live? Hurry up and work. This coolie doesn't want to talk to you. He seems to firmly believe, as long as he digs in one direction, he can hit the tomb passage. Look, digging aimlessly without a method is definitely not going to work. Perform a story test, add geomancy. Ah, my specialty. If it's the white tiger, it adds +2, difficulty 9. Very simple. TSK, just a 15, passed easily. Test successful. You gave the coolie the correct instructions for the digging direction. The coolie threw his satchel to you and started digging frantically. Everyone gains another satchel. Gear fully farmed. We farmed a full set of gear instantly. This SATCHEL ... it has an empty slot. Did you notice? In this game, during the process or at the end, we have to do a touch gold loot action. If you equip this satchel, you can carry an extra one. Usually, you can only bring one out. Or you have to swap it, right? You can only carry one backpack. But with the satchel, you can carry an extra one. Do you know why we can only carry one artifact when we touch gold? Because usually, the burial items in these tombs are things like gold. You might want to take it all. But can you carry it? You can't. And there's another ... there's another zombie chasing you. You're carrying hundreds of pounds of gold ... you can't even run. Do you want your life or the money? Yes, there are many traps in tombs like water pits, poison, gas. So you have to run fast. If you're holding onto that stuff, do you want your life or the money? I remember reading before. Reading, like, in Ghost blows out the light, they fell into a water pit. And that ... that fatty Wong, he felt the fat guy inside was very greedy, just loved money, carrying a whole bag of that ... that gold. Haha, you're hurting too. Just carrying a bag of gold, then falling into the water pit. Isn't that gold heavy? He couldn't swim, and it was over. Then I'll go find the Qing soldiers. These Zhaoling battalion soldiers seem not to care about your life or death. They only hope to dig something up as soon as possible. If you can muster the courage to ask the soldiers for some tools, perhaps it will yield twice the result with half the effort. Perform a story test. Bonus attribute is Valor Courage. If the black tortoise appears, add +2. If the vermilion bird appears, add +3. Miss. Not very valorous. Haha, failed. Archive this card. If the test is successful, you place a general token on this. The supply crate from earlier. Then the last karma token. Use it to move to the environment here. You can see it's quite dangerous. This is a desolate wilderness. A large group of people is digging at the entrance of an ancient tomb, but aimless digging is very inefficient. Everyone urgently needs someone proficient in feng shui. Geomancers, to locate the exact spot. What does locate the exact spot mean? Princes and generals, when they dig a tomb where they bury themselves, is very particular. You've heard of dragon veins? The big scenes are leaning against mountains and facing water. Facing south, mountains to the south, water to the north. That's a good place. A good place has an acupuncture point zoo. Being buried there, the family will prosper. Lots of descendants. This is called locating the exact spot. It means there are rules about where someone is buried. Then, perform a story test. Bonus attribute is geomancy. Again, my specialty. Let's shine here. If the test is successful, place a general token on this card. You found the tomb passage. Test failed. No effect. Story mode can enter its epilogue. If a general token is placed on story S005, then read epilogue 1. Otherwise, read epilogue 2. And since I just failed, what exactly are you doing? Are you ... Have you not figured it out yet? Your grandpa is familiar with this. Hurry up and read it. Just when everyone was at their wits' end, a cheer suddenly came from not far away. It turns out someone found the tomb passage entrance. With a rush, everyone crowded around. You breathed a sigh of relief. At least the current task is complete. We've completely reproduced the process of story mode. Quite relaxing, right? Just chatting. Doing some simple interactions. Obtaining some items. But the tests ... are actually completely random. When performing tests, you clearly feel that this environment, it suits this geomancer, right? Suits the feng shui master. Sure enough, his bonus attributes lean more towards my side. Like your side, you're braver, right? Talking to Qing soldiers requires bravery. Yes, your bonus attributes have more of an advantage. Hey, this also requires our team ... to coordinate. To allocate tasks, the story cards used ... can be put back in the game box. They won't be used again. For adventure mode, we need to bring out the tomb delving notes, which is your grandpa's book. My grandpa's book also has a prologue story. Escape to survive, it says we entered this tomb and discovered ... there's a hidden mechanism because we are professionals. Only we noticed it. Then ... we communicated with a few other tomb delvers. While the Qing soldiers weren't paying attention, we triggered this mechanism. Then we found ourselves at this crossroad. We escaped? Safe for now. But ... we can't guarantee that the Qing soldiers won't come out to chase us at any moment. After someone lit a fire striker, you noticed on the stone wall not far to the east. There's a mark. It clearly holds a Qing Bagua puzzle. We have no choice. We can only enter. Just keep exploring. Alright, so with a shift in tone, we have arrived inside the tomb chamber. First, let's bring out the encounter cards. They are divided into yin and yang encounter decks. After each player finishes their action, they must draw one of these encounter cards. Should we draw from the yin or yang deck? It depends on the current range of our energy value. This is also very thematic. Like ghosts and monsters, they only look for people with low yang energy. When our energy is depleted to yin, all kinds of demons and monsters will possess us. Here, you can see, the rulebook provides an encounter card selection strategy. The yang deck has a higher probability of advancing the candle. Fewer enemies. The yin deck is the exact opposite. The yin deck has more enemies and is less likely to advance the candle. Additionally, bring out the candle cards. Place them face up to the side. This area is divided into ... for colors of candles. It also represents its burning process, as this candle track continues to burn downwards. Reaching the corresponding area, we must immediately flip the card and resolve an effect. We have to complete the corresponding story within a limited time. Then third, fill the puzzle markers into the empty slots. Every adventure, it's actually divided into several ... chapters. In Arkham Horror, it's called scenarios. This means in the first scenario, we need to solve two problems to advance. Later on, there might be more. Require more threads to fill these small cubes here, representing our current progress status. Then ... put the chartifacts into the blind draw bag. The number varies depending on the player count. Then find location card M001 in the game box and place it on the play mat. The starting location. When you use these location cards, make sure not to look at the front first. Let's find M001 first. The air is filled with the smell of putrefaction. The dim candlelight shines on everyone's pale faces. A rustling sound comes from the south corner. You cannot distinguish whether it's an animal or something else. To the east seems to be a secret passage with no end in sight. Every location has a few icons like this. One is the Bagua symbol. What we call submitting clues is decoding, which means drawing this fate card, seeing if there's a matching icon. Right, if there is, we can place a cube on top of it. Consider it decoded once. Additionally, each location might have its own effect, and there will be arrows on its four sides. We can find the cards corresponding to these arrows in advance. Place them face down here, indicating this location hasn't been discovered yet. It's still unrevealed. Place the character miniatures on the location. Now we can start playing. The current advancement condition is to remove all puzzle markers on this page. Remove them all to advance. This means we have to ... with limited markers. Solve all the puzzles. Now we can enter ... the official gameplay loop. In this adventure mode, we will play through several rounds. Each round is player phase. Players act first, then enemy phase, enemies act. When it's your turn, you can perform one command action, and then play to action cards. Then, resolve an encounter card. This command action is divided into 6 types. We have a reference card here. We can briefly explain it to everyone. First, move means ... moving to an adjacent location. An adjacent location must be ... a face-up card. How do you flip it face up? It's an action called investigate. The area surrounding your location. The connected face-down cards. Flip them face up. There are 2 forms. One is an event. You immediately resolve its event effect. The other might be a location. If it's a location, it enters play. Another one is attack and decode. Arkham Horror players will be familiar with this. Attack means ... performing an attack against an enemy at the same location. In this game, enemies spawn on locations. They are not in your threat area. So attack corresponds to this kung fu strength. The red attribute corresponds to decoding. Decoding means advancing. Look at our geomancy attribute. The yellow value. We need to flip fate cards equal to that value to test if it matches the icons on the current location. Regardless of how many match, one decoding action can only advance 1 step at most. Then there's suppress and overcome. Suppress means making an enemy at the current location immobilized. That means you don't deal with it. Evade it. Evade it. Additionally, overcome is for the threat area. There will be some events that are detrimental to us. You can test your destiny attribute to overcome and discard these threat area cards. These are the 6 most basic actions. In addition, playing 2 cards, you can execute a basic effect. Like this one, which is a choice between decode and suppress. A choose one effect, or choose a special action with effects. Pay 1 energy point to perform 1 decode, and then do something else. Every card is different. Of course, there are also command actions, which means any one action. At the very bottom is the zone where this card belongs. As I mentioned earlier, everyone has 3 cooldown zones, B, C. The cards we play must be placed in the corresponding slots. For example, I play a C card here first. When I play a C card for the second time, that is, all the cards currently in this slot must all be moved to the slot on the left. Push it here. For example, if I play a B card again, all cards currently in B move to A. When I finally play Anna, this card is from A. All cards in A will return to hand. This means this card has to go through a cooldown phase. You can pay the corresponding energy points to immediately return 1 card to your hand, or through the calm tokens obtained in story mode earlier. You can choose a card in a slot. Move it to the right. Move 1 space. Accelerate a cooldown mechanism. When playing cards, you need to consider some cards with stronger effects. For example, C, its basic action is identical. Both are command actions. Similarly, its effect is also very strong. It takes a longer time to return to your hand. Of course, you can also repeatedly play the 2 cards, right? Because the cards are played here, they can be rapidly cooled down and returned to hand. This game allows you to ... just play a card without executing its effect, just to make this card cool down faster. After playing 2 cards, you must face an encounter. That is, checking this energy value after this encounter ends. Then pass it to the next player. Let's continue from our current location. You can see, at the end of the enemy phase, every Tom Delver here loses 1 energy. The energy here is very heavy, so explore the map as quickly as possible, right? Explore the map quickly, but there are 3 icons here. I think it should be relatively easy to search. Alright, so let's start our game. In this case, I'll take my command action first. I perform an investigate. Yes, an investigate. Let's explore O2 first. This secret passage has smooth walls, covered in moss, but upon closer inspection, You can see artificial carving marks at the bottom of the stone wall. It seems there is a mechanism. Opening it reveals a location with no effect. It connects to O2. Seems like a dead end. Then I can play 2 cards. I play a Find Weakness. I use its command action. If I use command, one can choose one of the 6 basic actions, any one. I'll choose Decode. Geomancy value is 4. This means from my Fate deck. I reveal the top 4 cards to check their test effects. Please note, in Adventure mode, do not randomly shuffle your Fate deck. These are the test results. Compare the Bagua icons with the current location. There is a matching Bagua. Take the marker from here. Place it on top. This marker is no longer under this location. After the test, place them in the discard pile. Then I can play another card. I play a Geomantic sitting 5. It's a B card. I use the effect below. First, consume 1 energy. Hey, this way, I balance my energy points. Balanced. Place a white Bagua token at the current location. After placing it, it's actually like having an extra one when I test. Then perform a decode action. Similarly, reveal for cards to check. Sigh, to Gate of Death cards again, Gate of View and Gate of Healing. I have a Gate of View. But I actually have a Gate of Healing too. Hey. You succeeded? Then immediately advance. This way, place another one. Note, don't forget the character's skill. If I reveal a Gate of Life, I can place a Gate of Life token at an adjacent location. At the start of the adventure, gain a number of tokens equal to your lore action cards. This is what I forgot earlier. I gain 3 extra calm tokens. Don't forget this. After the first player's turn ends, we've already advanced. A muffled sound is heard. The stone door opens. On the wall of the stone coffin, an ancient text is carved. You can vaguely make out Fengxian's slave. You can't help but gasp. This is a sealed wood coffin. This method of sealing a coffin with a wooden door is called closing the lid on the conclusion. Legend has it that this stone coffin holds a great evil to guard the tomb. Sigh, they're all zombies. Right now, with pursuers behind you, you have no choice but to bite the bullet and go in. As you carefully bypass this stone coffin, you hear a creaking sound from inside. It seems something wants to push the coffin lid open. You're startled. Fortunately, it's quite heavy. It won't get out for a while. There seems to be a side chamber made of blue bricks ahead. Just as you are about to raise your fire striker, the eternal lamps on the wall suddenly light up. Perhaps it's because of air circulation, causing spontaneous combustion, or perhaps the owner of this place knows you've arrived. I'll place this O3 location card face up. To the right of O2. This level has 2 advancement conditions. One is ... all puzzle markers are removed, then we can advance. Another is at the end of the player phase. If everyone discards for Needin tokens, we can also advance. Needin is what we might get from fighting monsters. The ceiling of this stone chamber seems to have some mottled shadows. There is another side chamber to the east. Let's open it and see. When a normal location enters play, you can see we also need to find 10 and 04 and place them in their respective positions. Next is passing tests. To perform an encounter. In this case, I'm currently in a balanced state. I can choose Yin or Yang. Anyway, Yang will advance the candle. Yin will spawn monsters. Why are you looking at me? You want me to fight monsters, right? Haha, come on, Yin, direct combat. You really are a weirdo. It's called Anomalous Rat. First, find its miniature or standee. It's a red one. When you find it, its default spawn location is at the location of the tomb delver with the highest energy. Unless specified otherwise. When a monster spawns, it's in a down state. It enters play immobilized. If there are no other anomalous rats at this location, its damage increases. A swarm of rats will come in droves, right? At the end of the enemy phase, if there's a demon cat at the location, it takes damage before the rat. Monsters might have their own ecology, attacking each other. Enemy cards we can see. Next to its name, there are 4 symbols. When we perform the suppress action, if you flip a fate card with the corresponding symbol, it will be immobilized. And over here ... is its Needin amount and traits. When we defeat it, we get 2. And below are its stats. Here is its attack value. That is, the damage it deals to you during its phase. Here is its health. It has 2 health points. Here is its armor. Because to advance this level, we can advance by turning in for Needins. Actually, killing 2 rats would let us advance, okay? Then it's Long's turn. Then I'll use command. I'll explore M09. Perform and investigate. It's pitch black in the distance. You widen your eyes and focus. Suddenly, you notice deep in the darkness a green glowing point wandering around. Oh, something is glaring at you. The card long revealed is an event card. You can choose one of two options, either advance bravely, test your destiny, or light a candle. It checks your valor courage against the corresponding for symbols. If it shows up, you succeed, otherwise fail. Valor. Light a candle. Draw for cards, yes. Then you can place for cards, okay? To succeed it? If the test is successful, read storybook Geo for 6. The faint candle light dispels the nearby darkness. You feel a sense of relief. You recover 1 energy. And this card is archived. In that case, I think I can move here. The command action is over, now I can play 2 cards. I'll just play a solid punch. 1 energy point. Hey, I'm balanced again. Attack uses this for testing. If the enemy is immobilized, plus to hits. Hits 3, hits 4. Attack test means revealing the fate cards. Looking at the hit or miss icons at the top. Every hit value represents 1 point of attack damage dealt to it. Currently, the 4 cards you revealed deal to damage. Also, because of the effect of solid punch. Since it's immobilized, you add more. That means 4 points. Does it have no armor? Deals for damage. It's killed instantly. Miniature removed. Gain 2 Needens. I play and encourage. I move. I use its top basic effect. Move 1 step. Then undergo an encounter. Choose 1. If there are no enemies at this location, move 1 step toward the nearest enemy. Then I can only choose the second option. You have to execute it, then lose to energy. I'm doomed. From now on, I can only draw yin. All these encounter cards when they are on top. If it has this Kaiman icon, you have to roll the dice for a test. It might cause the candle to advance. Find a die. Then the face-up symbol you roll. Match it with your current location. If there's a matching symbol, it advances. Oh, rolling ... I'm a master roller. Ah, it doesn't match, which means no advancement. Then the player phase ends, entering the enemy phase. Currently, there are no enemies on the board. At the end of the enemy phase, each Team Delver at this location loses 1 energy. Then a new round begins. First, my command action. Perform a move. Here, this place is unsafe. I'm moving over here. I feel since we already have 2 Needens. We should stick to the monster hunting route. Play a conceal. I perform a move. I'm in 06. Hetty. You run fast. I want to unlock the later scenes first. So I play an overcome, use the investigate action. Play it here. Hey, this brings back the conceal card. Oh, move, investigate, move, investigate. Repeatedly using it, the stone steely in the middle of the secret room is massive. Covered in blurry text. Below is a small hole. Containing a stone box. You understand now. This is a place for offering demonic beast Needens. Hey, a place to loot treasures. And also, there's an M11 here. Then in this case, balanced ... I'll give you another yin. Give me another yin, oh. Another rat spawned, but this time it spawned as an anomalous rat. It spawns next to the Tomb Delver with the lowest energy. Given to you. I pull aggro. You spawn monsters, but my attack cards are already played. I can take quite a few hits. Heat. Hey. You can take a look. Hit 1, 2, 3 ... through 3. In this starting deck, there are 6 hits. Drawing 3 cards and getting to hits. Do you think it's possible, Hetty? You can use the Fire Striker, first consume to energy. Reach 0. Haha. After energy reaches 0, if it decreases again, it drops health. Actually, earlier when I was next to you, I should have ... helped you recover a bit. Direct attack, 3 ... 3 cards. Miss, miss, miss. Direct command attack. Command. Attack again. Oh. Hits, how many did you draw? Drew 3, right? There's 1 more. Oh. This way, to hits instantly kill it. Gain 2 more Needens. When you draw fate card number 20. If you have an empty artifact slot, you can touch gold. Can touch gold too. Can this earth dragon thing be replaced? It can be replaced. Replaced with higher level, better fate cards. I've looted everything. All of it. I'll just eat a dried horse meat. I have another effect. I have stored food. I'm a fatty. I like to carry snacks. The first time you use food, you can exhaust it. I can use. I can use it twice. Hey, I recover 1 energy. Recover 1 health. I can just ... eat 1 more time. Then play a share elixir. Push this to the front, run fast. Are you turning this in or what? Not turning it in. Definitely have to touch gold. Touch treasure. Do you have treasure? One isn't enough, I need to loot more. Let's advance first, okay? Haha. No. Advancing means no needn't. Haha. Looting ... there are monsters later. Don't worry, there's a reaction. Oh, what's behind you? If the current location has no Bagua icons, immediately advance the candle by 1. It does have them. Take a puzzle marker from the supply pile. Place it on any Bagua icon at that location. This means this place is harder to search now. Just cover one up randomly. Then here is a Qing icon. No, happen to cover this one. Everything is the will of heaven. At the end of the player phase, we can turn in these needn'ts. For the greater good, turn them in. I want to loot. I won't, I'm greedy for wealth, I'm a noob. I just won't, enemy phase. Enemy phase, no enemies. Then enter the player phase. Will Yang enemies not have needn'ts? Yang enemies definitely don't have needn'ts. Needn'ts only drop from demons and monsters. My turn, I perform and investigate. Let's look at this. When you get close, you find these shadows are actually an ancient mural. It seems to describe the process of northern minority tribes collectively surrendering and kneeling to the Han people. You notice the minority's flag has a very strange animal, resembling an ox but not a horse. Which ethnic group's mark is this? This is an event. The character who reveals this card must choose to climb up and take a look. This costs 1 energy. Then loot an artifact. Look elsewhere, replace it with ... another card. I can loot 2. Loot. Then mine becomes yin. Currently, the best we can loot is 3-star. Oh, orcs are also anomalous. 1-star is more common. In this case, I play a C card. Use its command action. Perform a move. This way, I push this C card over. Move here. Then the second action card. I play this, execute a decode action. These 2 cards drop to a here. Decode. I use geomancy, which means drawing for cards. This should be relatively easy, right? Sigh, this one matches, which means it hit. Then because of my effect, Serpentine Dragon Seeking. Whenever I draw a Gate of Life Bagua from the Fate deck, I can place a Gate of Life marker at an adjacent location. Also here. Oh, Sudden Rat Swarm. Immediately activate the closest anomalous rat ones. If there are no anomalous rats in play, then search the encounter discard pile, or the encounter deck. Play an anomalous rat, then reshuffle. So the anomalous rat we killed earlier is back again? Then it spawned at my location. I have to energy. There's a Qing icon. Hey, did you notice? If you kill it, we get needn'ts. We can also advance. I've paved the way for you. Oh. Then I'll just walk over. I play a card. Play a dodge. Consume 1 energy. Gain some health. I eat the dried horse meat. Now I'm at full health. Then I decide ... I decide I'm not that greedy. I'm afraid of carrying a load of gold and being chased by ghosts. Miracle of Strength. Use its command effect to draw 3 hits. It's an archer. Good, hit 1. Then you don't use the Fire Striker, right? Okay. Then hit it for 1. It still has 1 health. My turn again, long drew a card. Demon Cat spawns at the location of the Tomb Delver with the highest energy. At the end of the enemy phase, force advance the candle by 1. Enemy phase means the cat will bite the rat. The rat dies. When spawning ... it's also immobilized. Then at the end of the player phase, we turn in for needn'ts to advance. The demonic beasts here are mostly formed from ancient tomb miasma. Their bodies ... their needn'ts gather the essence of yin energy. You place these needn'ts at several feng shui points, adjusting the aura here. Soon, you find a stone wall gradually disappearing, replaced by a small passage. It seems you were under some illusion earlier, treating the passage as a stone wall. Without hesitation, you immediately cross the passage, arriving in a standard box-style tomb chamber. Right in the middle is a stone stele. Very bizarre. Place M006 below 04. Check the artifact bag. Remove 1 blood corpse head. Good news? Discard a blood corpse head. There are only 2 left inside. Then its advancement condition is after archiving 05. Check page 7. Entering enemy phase. So this time there is an enemy. If there is no special note, when it enters play, it's immobilized. Then during this phase, it simply skips. Then remove its immobilized status. If a Tomb Delver is immobilized, it means you have to pay a move action to remove immobilized status. At the end of the enemy phase, if there's a demon cat at that location, it takes 1 damage. Scared to death. If it dies, who gets the needn't? Dropped on the ground. Then this demon cat will force advance the candle track by 1. This candle track will go from the very top. Move to here. When moving to this yellow area, flip this yellow candle light ... candle light token. Advance another 3 spaces. Each Tomb Delver gains a calm token. 1, 2, 3, The light is almost out. Here, another calm for you. I'm exceptionally calm. Currently, there is an enemy at the Tomb Delver's location. If the Tomb Delver performs any action other than attack or suppress. Before that, I perform another action and get hit by an opportunity attack. I decide to let you go first. He. You're so mean. Direct suppress. Nothing. Oh. This way, testing succeeded. Just 3. Oh. Didn't connect 4. Oh. Didn't connect, okay? I successfully suppressed it. Then I eat back 1 energy. Play a solid punch. Advance these 2 to hits. Not a single one. Not a single one. Didn't hit. For cards, miss. Then if enemy is immobilized. To hits. Under the current circumstances ... it doesn't work. Have to snap a fire striker. You should have snapped it earlier. Can't snap it now? Then never mind. Never mind. Let me snap it. Consider it snapped. Snapped the fire striker. Saying I earned a bit of energy. Another +1 hit. Sometimes hits for 3. If it hits for 3, then it's dead. Wow. 3 needens instantly. Woohoo. Loot. Directly loot 3. Let me see what good stuff I got. Ah. Blood Corpse Head. Blood Corpse Head really brings bad luck. Advance, 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 play encourage. Take these 3 cards back. I encourage myself to recover. Hey. I'm balanced again. Draw young. I'll draw young. Too much. Moisture pervades. Place in your threat area. Start fishing for energy. Then to Kaiman icons. Oh, nothing. Okay, I think we should be here. Do we need to investigate above? Because here is an ancient stone stele. Need to study it to understand. Might be good stuff. The investigation I did earlier. First, look above. Sure enough, it's an event. The Tomb Delver placing this card must perform a test. Carefully read Geomancy. Quickly skim. Test successful. Can look at 47. Then I'll just carefully read. All for symbols present. There's 1. There are 2. You're surprised to find the owner of this stone stele is actually King Wu of Wei. Holy crap, Cao Cao. They say Cao Cao had decoy tombs. 72 of them? This time we actually found it. Gain a redraw token. I was just saying it might be a story about Cao Cao earlier. It mentions someone. Lu Bu's slave. Lu Bu was caught by Cao Cao, someone as awesome as Lu Bu. Cao Cao definitely turned him into a zombie. To protect ... protect his own tomb. First eat a dried horse meat. Discard this. Recover 1 health. Recover 1 energy. Then I play my first card Conceal. It's Enna, take it all back. I use the effect below. Consume 1 energy. Recover 4 points. So simple and brutal. Take back 3 cards. Is this Fire Striker discarded? Fire Striker shouldn't be discarded. You want to heal me too? You have so much anyway. Are you maxed out? I use Gold Touching Talisman to drop 1. You recover 1. Good. I play another Find Weakness. I use its command action to investigate again. This side chamber is flooded. The original passage is underwater. Perhaps holding your breath, you can swim across. Underwater currents surge. From the south, maybe 1 breath and you swim who knows where. Like an underworld. Feel when a Tomb Delver leaves this location, take 1 damage. Here, there's also 07, 08, wow. This underground ... it's getting bigger. Let me just say, I'm in young status now. Can only draw this spike trap, test Kung Fu strength. If test lacks Black Tortoise, drop 1. I have critical success. I'm not afraid of drawing 2. Haha, come on. I throw. This is hitting rock bottom and bouncing back. Your destiny ... your fate deck was drawn empty. Only then you draw critical success. Then need to roll to Kaiman icons. 1 matches. Here. Oh, time is running out? Blue candle light is beautiful. Tomb Delvers drop 1 energy. Hey, I deducted to balanced, okay? A new round. I think I'll go first, right? Let's explore the map as quickly as possible. First perform a move. You're not going to loot first. Let me loot. You search. This is a fog-filled side chamber. To your surprise, there is a secret door in the back, leading to another side chamber with murals, so there are lots of clues here. But no real loot. I'll use a cooldown token to push this card over. Haha, so calm. Then he performs another investigate action. A naturally formed grotto. Surrounded by strange and magnificent crystals. Reflecting the torchlight, like a paradise on earth. To the south is a green rusted bronze coffin. Covered in greenish moss. This seems to be the true main tomb chamber. And to the east is another inconspicuous side chamber. Oh, so we found location 05. Due to table space, we can't quite fit it, so let's just place location 05 right here. Alright, let's draw a young encounter card. Oh, old wound reopens. Why is it you again? Covered in blood. Place this card in your threat area. If your energy is greater than 2. When you move. Damn, I lose energy. Needs a Qing die roll. Back to this again? Let me roll the die. Energy is fine. I'll overcome it. Overcome, it's overcome. Overcome means testing the 4 symbols. If they match, we can discard it. First, I play share elixir. Okay, move. Then drop and roll to overcome. And I've moved over here. Leaving this location costs 1 health. Why am I losing my full health? His ... ghostly possession. Gain 1 bad omen fate card. Then immediately reshuffle all fate cards. Let me find that bad omen card. It's a miss with a value of 1. But it has a reshuffle icon. Then I have to roll a Qing die. But I'm a master dice roller. Advanced. Heavies, yeah? The emptier the place, the easier it is to waste time. Enemy phase, no enemies. Back to me. I need to overcome first, otherwise losing energy is too fast, right? First, I perform an overcome test. Using my destiny, drew a 3. It matches the vermilion bird. Then I perform a move action. Shift these cards over, shift them over. Leaving the location, I lose 1 health. Then I perform an investigate action. No, not investigate, heavy. Let me use a cooldown token. To shift a card from zone into my hand. I need this 5 Ghosts banner. Play 5 Ghosts banner. Use a command action to investigate. Investigate location 05. The 4 corners of the bronze coffin have complex mortise and tenon joints. This must be a coffin modified with mohist mechanisms, making it very difficult to unlock. However, the bronze material looks very old. And the edges are severely rusted. Perhaps it can be opened with brute force, your turn. Haha, alright. The Tomb Delver who reveals this card must test. Either pry it open, or disarm the mechanism. I can use geomancy, I'll disarm it directly. 1. Got it. How is that so fast? 3. For after a complex process of disarming, you find the key structural points. With a little effort, the mortise and tenon joints give way with a crack. The coffin lid slowly opens. A strange smell enters your nostrils. Is it poisonous gas? Some gas seems to escape from the coffin and enters your nostrils. You notice the skeleton inside is well preserved. The skeleton's right hand is still holding something. That must be the smell of preservatives. Then find the EO2 for Black Jade Pearl from the box. Choose a Tomb Delver to equip it. Each Tomb Delver performs an acquire artifacts action. Found the big loot. It's a legendary equipment card. At the start of each scenario, gain a Good Omen Fate card. And add it to your Fate deck. This is definitely a great Fate effect. You take it? Why? Because didn't you just add a bad one earlier? So you take this one. You are the Good Omen. I'm just a fat chef. I have plenty of health. You can only equip one accessory, this or the gold touching talisman. Gotta replace it. Alright, I'll equip this and replace the gold touching talisman. Swapping it out ... a 3-star one, because I have a satchel. Oh my, I'll draw one too. Good pull. Not really great? The treasure's in here, ... Can't seem to draw the good stuff. Escape to survive before you could react. The entire tomb chamber suddenly began to shake. Boulders crashed to the ground. It seems this place is about to collapse. While dodging the falling rocks, you are horrified to see in the dust cloud ahead a huge figure appearing, brandishing a function HUAJI ... Lubu. He's come back to life. A warm breeze suddenly blows on your face. This is clearly a sign of air circulation. There must be an exit. Can we choose here? Yes, either find the ventilation opening to escape, or you can go back the way you came, hoping the soldiers at the entrance are no longer there. If encounter card K200 is not in play, search for it and spawn it. Place the standee at location 003. Once all puzzle markers are discarded, read page 9, ending 2, or at the start of the player round. If all Tomb Delvers arrive AT, returning to the entrance is also an ending, ending 1. Let's find this K00. It's the undead Lubu. As you can see, to damage, for health, 1 armor. Its prey is the Tomb Delver with the most Netherworld artifacts. and attacking a character with more than energy causes an additional loss of energy. However, after it is defeated, each player gains 1 experience point. Here's his miniature ... much bigger than ours. To reach ending 1, we can't avoid him. He'll hunt us down every round. So if we want to go for ending 2, we need to search fast, brother. This Lubu spawning ... It should just spawn normally. It should not be immobilized. Do we fight him? He drops XP. Fight him, but can we beat him? Heavy. Our fire striker. It only works against non-elite enemies. This is an elite enemy, so we can't boost our hits with it, okay? My turn just ended. I haven't drawn an encounter card yet. What's behind you? If your location has no Bagua icons ... just cover one up. Doesn't matter. Covered one. Roll a Qing die. Nice. Ah, holy crap. We might run out of time. Can we beat him? I don't know. Fight. Haha. Will the candle go out? It's definitely close. Plan B then? I'll help decode too. Otherwise we might really run out of time. Alright, then I'll search ahead. Oh, place a marker. Place 1. Let me see. We need to be scientific about this. We can place on the red. Because both my red cards are played. Oh. You covered an important one. I could have decoded here, now I have to go elsewhere. I play a bandage. Spend a cooldown tokens. Push these 2 cards ... Wait, no, only one can be placed. Right, I'll push both cards over, then use the effect. And boom, they both return to my hand. Alright, bandage costs 1 energy. Recovers 1 health. I'll play encourage again. Reclaim bandage, and recover 3 energy. Just recycled a bunch of resources. Draw from the yin deck. Don't draw that anymore. If we don't deal with that demon cat, it will advance the candle. I have no choice but to draw. All right. Now the cat stands up. Heavy. Let's see what this is. If encounter card. K200 is not in play. Then find it and spawn it at 003. It's exactly this one. Time is running out for us. You go first. I'll attack the monster first. If you don't fight, I can't search. Then I'll suppress first. Just attack him. Just hit. Play a suppress card. Looks like it's suppressed. Great. Now it's pinned. Then I'll punch it. Nice. Killed it. The enemy didn't even move last round. It can't reach the bottom. It's not connected. This isn't adjacent. They all count as connected. I didn't spend energy for my punch. Didn't cost energy. I'll draw from the Young deck. Drawing Young. Gelling Corporal spawns at the location farthest from any Tim Delver. It does not spawn immobilized. And cannot be suppressed. At the end of the phase, if there are no Gelling recruits in play, search for one and spawn it here. It's prey for monsters, beasts, and zombies. Alright, my turn. I'll investigate first. Reveal 4. Good, there's a match. Safe. I use a cooldown token to return this card to my hand. Then I play this card and push it over. Use decode and reveal for more. Switch straight to plan B. Nice, critical success. Place another marker. Now reshuffle the deck. Next round I'll move here. Move right here. Can we attack him in 1 round? Kill him. The problem is our fate decks just reset. Honestly, our hit rate is pretty average right now. Then I'll use another cooldown token. Return this Zone C card and play it. I look here, these artifacts are clearly extraordinary. But the yin energy here is too strong. To linger? 1 interaction and we can acquire artifacts. We can loot here, but it has very crucial icons here. Good. My turn ends. Let me draw a yin card. Illusory reflection, lose to energy. Rolling here doesn't matter, because there are no matching icons left. Done investigating. Now for the enemy phase, he moves 1 space first. Blocking the door. I'm dead. Then this Xiaoling Corporal moves 1 space. And spawns a recruit at this location. Spawning a soldier. We can't go back? We could have gone back before. Now it's getting harder and harder. How do we even get back to 01? Stinks to death. Great. Back to my turn. A brand new round, right? Right. Now again ... heh. Then I'll just decode and end it. First, move in. Aren't you going to loot first? Let me grab some gold. Then you can decode, all right? I have a 3 and a 1. No, let me go first. I'll go in and grab loot first. You grab it first, I move in. Use your energy to acquire artifacts once. Can't pull anything good. Play share elixir to decode. Got it. I advanced the scenario. I got another one. Advancing, we still can't fight him. In this case, we trigger ending 2. You hold your breath and desperately dig through the last pile of dirt. A vast green field appears before you. The secret passage leads to the outside. You can faintly hear noises nearby. That must be the Xiaoling battalion soldiers. You don't want to run into them. This tomb is strange, and you've been poisoned. You suddenly remember hearing that the Wucheng Self-Strengthening Academy has an official Zhou who helps the Xiaoling battalion? Perhaps you should investigate. At least to find out about this poison. Even though we escaped, we are still poisoned. Scenario complete. Each player gains 2 experience points. Tick the keyword, inquire about the poison at the academy. Earlier we had the keyword Master Cheng the 8th's poison. We found out this was the 8th Master's poison. So if we go inquire about it at the academy, won't that help us decode it better? So this brings us to the scenario epilogue. All tomb delvers archive their own equipment cards. Except for legendary equipment, which means legendary gear stays with you into the next scenario. Then each tomb delver performs an acquire artifacts action we can still loot. Awesome. Then replace that 1-star artifact. You may also choose not to acquire artifacts, and instead the party draws 1 blueprint equipment card. Then take this companion card from the box. Shuffle it and add it to the party stash. It actually represents ... how should I say? Some branching events. People you encounter, or side quests. Side quests. The back has related options. Meaning we've now reached the first Sino-Japanese War. We've progressed to the first milestone. We find the corresponding story cards. S01, 02, 3, S11, 12, 13. And add them to the party stash, if playing with 1 to 2 tomb delvers. Also add SO for 4. Then read the first Sino-Japanese War story entry. Later, when doing the story phase, we can trade with certain factions, and they can provide us with equipment. The equipment you and your character gained, along with your upgraded cards, stay with you throughout the campaign. That concludes our adventure phase. We reached ending 2 and gained 2 experience points. Then, all Needin tokens held by players will be exchanged, converting 1 to 1 into karma tokens. This helps us in the next story phase. To explore more, 3 Needin turn directly into 3 karma. Awesome. It says here, when we gain experience points, we take our player log and immediately check X boxes on the XP track. Check them from left to right, top to bottom. Let's get the player log. As you can see, there are XP rewards here. We gain 2 experience points, meaning we check off the boxes. Once we gain enough experience, we unlock level to action cards. At the beginning, all our starting hand cards were level 1. This +1 icon means our hand limit increases by 1, and we can add another card when we check a box. With this yin-yang symbol, we flip to the back to the Tree of Fate and check an empty diamond-shaped space. It has 4 paths. Like this path here, leans towards gaining more Fate cards. Like Tranchong Star, Tianfu Star, this is the Fate card upgrade list. If you unlock Tranchong Star, you permanently add that card to your deck, and the same goes for down here. If you get combat boosts, you use them to customize your deck. The sides feature utility upgrades, allowing a higher hand limit, removing Fate cards or increasing max energy by 1. This side grants max health +1, more hand limit increases, and options to delete Fate cards. Once we reach this section and gain another card, we unlock level 3 action cards. There are so many action cards available. The deck building space for players is massive. Alright, that covers the entire gameplay loop. Long, what do you think? Wow. This game is incredibly fun. Really, really fun. Its elements are extremely diverse. It's a very complete Ameritrash style game. Also, this theme. For novel fans like Long, it's very easy to get into. You can really feel the fun of it. Indeed, for a domestically designed game like this, choosing tomb raiding as a theme blends perfectly with these fantasy elements. It's a great match. Yes, combining it with the Chinese I Qing, the Bagua, and various folklore elements. You can tell they put a ton of effort into integrating it all. And the mechanics we experienced, whether adventure or story phase, are built on mature Ameritrash mechanics, but tied perfectly into the theme. As for the character leveling and deck building, we haven't fully showcased it yet. But I believe, much like Arkham Horror, you can build some incredibly fun combos. I highly recommend everyone support this fantastic domestic game. If you all like it, maybe we'll turn this into a continuing series. I'll leave the rest for you to explore yourselves. Right, well, that's all for this video. If you like my videos, and like this board game, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for the support. I'm Tomb Delver Pak. I'm Tomb Delver along. We'll see you in the next tomb. Goodbye.